Wow, he just took off on that one, and he might have just won the game for him.
It is a part of the country that could definitely use the rain, but it's also going to make for a very wet track tonight here at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. It is a part of the country that could definitely use the rain, but it's also going to make for a very wet track tonight here at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, California. It is a part of the country that could definitely use the rain, but it's also going to make for a very wet track tonight here at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, California. Tonight, we reach the unofficial midway point of the season with a good Monday night battle between the Detroit Lions and the San Francisco 49ers. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Fielded right around the 8. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coach is screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down. This defense for the Niners, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
And one of the key numbers that I look at after every game, total yards allowed. They held them under 200 yards of total offense. Just couldn't sustain much of anything against them. Great job showing them different looks and then attacking.
Right back to Swift again on second down. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
An early task, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
On 4th down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. Lance and the 49ers now, 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. This drive starts with a Haskins carry. And some room to roam now. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
1st down, they'll stick with Haskins. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. The Niners at 5-1 here in this early part of the season. They're in a real groove of late. Winners of 5 of their last 6.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. On 2nd down, here's a run from Haskins. And the defense on him quickly there as they stop him at the 40 for a gain of just 2. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. On play action, Lance. And that will be incomplete.
This is going to be the matchup to watch out on the perimeter, and it won't be the last time these two go at it. Both of them believe they are the superior. In this case, the win goes to the defense.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
Here we go.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They will run straight ahead with Swift. They find some open field here. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit.
Well, earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
And he clanks it off the right upright, and it's no good. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 40 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Haskins now on 1st and 10. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And the tight end goes in motion left. They'll run it on the option with Haskins. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double-team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down. To throw, it's Lance. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Now, they'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
Ready. Opposite. Read. Ready.
They'll try and run for it. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. Another run for Haskins. And he was brought down by big Levi Onwuzurike. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
A solid gain of 7 yards that time on the keeper and a first down.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Haskins. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. 6-0 our score after 1. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. straight ahead. Here's Haskins. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Haskins on the counter. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Hassan Haskins, his 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the 49ers are an extra point away from capturing the lead. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try and run here with Swift. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 88 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. First down, and they go with Swift again. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. On 2nd down, Swift. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. From the gun, they'll try to run it. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Lions have regained the lead. This time, the extra point up and good. And that'll make this a 6-point game. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. Takes it at the 7. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other. Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
They run it again with Haskins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Come on, set.
Option play. Here's Haskins. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And now they'll throw with Lance. That's Samuel, caught left side. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And 3rd and 8 now.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Right, 97. Ultra. Go ultra. Ready.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. Got his target, Samuel. And he's going to have the first down as they move into field goal range here at the 25-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Now Haskins on a give left side. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. And the 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. And Lance going to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Running left, Haskins. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Hassan Haskins with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Niners are an extra point away from moving out in front in the final minute of the half. Point after, right down the middle. And that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And a little dangerous there, almost a penalty, but it does get into the end zone before going over the sideline for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. And now, oh boy, this is a bit of a surprise, to be kind. They accepted the holding penalty, so wipe out the interception, and their defense will stay on the field. Okay.
Here we go.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Lance. And that is incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
And now a timeout defensively after that first down play, so they're going to make this offense sweat out half number one. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night as we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half from the 6. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they got the lead. Now a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them, too.
168 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Handoff now, it's Haskins. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play. Off of play action, here's Lance. Flush to his right. Completes it to Samuel. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 25-yard line. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. They'll run it on the option with Haskins. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. In on the tackle there, Brandon Smith.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football. Sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And Lance now to throw. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What did the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him old reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Well, from my vantage point, that's just one bad play by the offensive line and a running back who's had a lot of good ones tonight.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean he's not going to be ticked off, nor is the offensive line, because to me it's a lot like a no-hitter, right? Pitcher's throwing a no-hitter, gives up a hit late, You're so close to accomplishing everything you want and don't quite get it done. They'll come back with a vengeance on the next play.
After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Running for it, Haskins. And he is stopped just short on third down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Hey, come here. Ready?
Here we go on fourth down. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on fourth. They'll run here with Haskins. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. They'll try with Haskins. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Hassan Haskins taking it in from a yard out. And the Niners take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. No problem there on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. But Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's airing it out for Williams. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And the Niners are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet to the open spaces and the big yardage all night long.
And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. 3rd and 15 coming up after that loss of 2. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Hey, blue! White!
from his own end zone. Lance on 3rd and long. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Option play. Here's Haskins. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Lance to throw it. Open man is Samuel, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Lance on target to Samuel for a Niner first. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Ready?
Oh, design run for their wideout. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again. A give to Haskins up the middle. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. So an important touchdown right there is now they're really beginning to pull away.
Yeah, this was a tight game until not too long ago. But since then, they've hit the accelerator. And they pushed the lead up to 3 scores here in the 4th quarter. And I don't see them looking back.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Takes it at the 7. And great field position coming up as he gets this just shy of the 45, out of bounds at the 44.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, a decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 61 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And they'll keep leaning on the running game, back to the ground. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, you have to keep carrying it. Thank you.
On 3rd down, here comes Swift. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. First down Lions on a pickup of 13.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. So the victory here for San Francisco. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Niners, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Los Angeles Rams. Meanwhile, for Detroit, they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3-4 through 7 games. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a